Much love, family, and welcome back. Today we're going to be chatting about buildup, particularly in locks, and how to prevent that, how I prevent that, where lock buildup comes from. So definitely stay tuned, like this video if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, let's do it. All right, so first off, lock buildup. You can get it from products, you can get it from the environment, and all of our hair, locks or not, has some type of buildup on it. I mean, you're going to sweat, you're going to be outside in an environment with smoke, with smog. There's debris and things in the air always. And depending on what product you use, conditioners, particularly pomades, waxes, those types of things really lock into your hair and don't rinse out as easily. So even if you're a person who doesn't use anything, you don't use, you only shampoo, say you only shampoo with the most gentle, most clear, most pure cleanser, you still may have a small amount of buildup just from the environment in your own hair oils and things. That's completely natural. You can't really tell that. You can't really see that for the most part, unless it was some, really drastic type of thing after years and years and years or something like that. The other, I guess type of buildup, not type of buildup, but when you start seeing it, then you're getting into an area where you may want to do something. If you can see it on your hair, on your locks, on your strands, and if you can feel it. Sometimes you get buildup so much that your hair or your locks feel heavy. If that is the case, then you may be like, what do I do now? So for me, let me give you a little bit of background. My daughter was locked for 5 years. There was a time where I don't want to say battle, but where I noticed buildup for her. And then I had to start making a few changes. Now, when I started noticing it, it was generally at that retwist point. It was like, a little patch. It would be fuzzy. It would be kind of tacky and kind of like stuck together a bit. And I was like, and no matter how much we washed, there would always be that little bit there. And so I started thinking of what products I was using. I've always liked to keep it simple. But for her, we were using this product, I think it was called Burnt Sugar Pomade. I do not know who made it because it was actually gifted to me. I used to belong to this natural hair thing where you would swap products. And so this was one of the products I swapped. I never really used it on myself because I'm not big on pomades and things. But for her, at one point I was using that during her retwisting. And that was the culprit when I started thinking, because it was only that, I think we were using Dr. Bronner's Mild on her hair to wash at the time. And I'm not sure which conditioner, but that was the culprit. So I stopped using that. It did not immediately remedy it, but after a few washes, then we didn't have that issue again. But the thing with when you start getting buildup in locks is, it could start here and then start as your locks grow out, that part that had the buildup that you were retwisting with continues to grow down. So if you not, notice it and remedy it, now it's continuing to grow down the length of your lock and you have a bigger area of buildup. So luckily for us, that took care of it for her. And then for me, you guys know my regimen is very simple. I do not use I use aloe gel for my retwists sometimes. Sometimes I use nothing because my scalp makes quite a bit of its own oils. I've also used sea moss gel. So I don't use any pomades or heavier gels and things of that nature, and definitely nothing with wax in it, just because of our experience with her hair. And I don't like the feel of it. When I would try some in my natural hair, I just don't like the feel of it. So I know some people love to use waxes and they're like, you know, this is the best thing for my locks. Do it, do what works for you. I'm just talking about if you're having a problem with buildup, these are some things you may want to check out. So that for me, I've had it's been 18 months, over 18 months now. It's more like 19 months. And I have had no issues with buildup whatsoever. My locks are nice and light feeling. I heard some whistling. Is that your video game? I think that's my son's video game.
No, it's not.
So I have not noticed any buildup in my hair at all. Let's get up close and personal. I wash often, as you all know, as needed. Some weeks it's, 3 times in a week. Some months it's 4 times that month or 2 times that month. It's what's going on in life, what I'm doing. But let me try and really get you. I've got these two balls going on. I'm going to try and get you really close. But I have not had any buildup issues thus far. I do not want any. The way this video came about is because I confessed to you guys in my 2 videos ago that I was, almost used some conditioner because I love it on my daughter's hair, but I just am not interested in dealing with buildup in locks, because when you get buildup in hair, it's so much easier to remedy and take care of. With locks, things get locked in there, and I'm just not interested in it. I do not need it. My whole thing, I'll link the video above for you to explain to you what my my curiosity about that was. But anywho, I have not had any, and I'm a little bit, I'll check every now and again because I do have a scalp that creates quite a bit of oil, like I said. So it's something I'm mindful of, and I just have not had any problems with it. So I'm grateful. And I stay away from all the extra product and extra things that you can add in your hair, extra, whatever it is. There's so many products out there. So I'm like the opposite of a product junkie. So I recommend to you, if you are battling with buildup, it could be combination. You might be battling with it because you're using a ton of products, because of the environment you're in, your own scalp. But if you're battling, try minimizing your products. Like for me, like I said with my daughter, I thought, what were we using? We had 3 things we were using. What could it be? And we were able to find the culprit and take it out and remedy it. But once you start getting it, for locks, like I said, it's locked up in there and it will take a minute to get it out. Now, you can do things like some purifying shampoos, clarifying shampoos. I'm using Tea Tree Tingle from Trader Joe's right now. Actually, I'm not using that for my next wash because it's gone. And I tried that Giovanni, so I'm actually on this just reminded me I need to have a shampoo in place for my next one. I got a few recommendations on my previous video, so I'm going to have to grab some of those when I go to the store. This just reminds me. Cody, remind me. Okay, so there's clarifying shampoos, things that help remove buildup. So look into those. There's also the apple cider vinegar rinse. That is not something I felt the need to do. Now, I don't know if ever, probably ever, because when I was loose natural, I would rinse my hair with apple cider vinegar every now and again to clarify it, and for the health of my hair. So, and I do that with my daughter sometimes, so I probably at some point will. I know it's quite popular with locked heads to do that apple cider vinegar rinse, and then the water completely, gross and like all tons of stuff in there. For me, I don't want to, if I do apple cider vinegar rinse and it looks like that, I'll feel like I'm not doing something right, I'll feel like this is, I have to change some things up because I don't want to see that. I want it to be nice and, you know, pretty much clear looking. Again, environment and stuff, always going to have some buildup, but not like as if it was years and years of things in there. That would, for me, that would not be okay. So, anywho, maybe in the future, but that you might want to try as well. I do know some people have used dishwashing liquid to be, you know, a really harsh cleanser and really clean your hair. I do not know about that. I would say go with the clarifying shampoos first and see how that goes, you know, before you go into something like that. But also maybe try the sea salt scrub. I will link that above. Sea salt scrub will be especially great for things down here by your roots and your scalp. Try that and really kind of work it into your root there to release any buildup and rinse out. That may be why I don't see very much buildup as well, because I do a lot of sea salt scrubs and that kind of thing. But anywho, that's my thoughts on it. That is my experience on it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. I post every Sunday and Thursday, so you will see me again in another couple days. And thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.